What's going on, guys? It's your boy Gertie, and today we got a little bit of an unconventional video for you. I am basically just gonna be kind of yapping. In the background, we got a short little speed run for you that I just attempted. Nothing crazy. No item speed run for the Spiny Cup. And we'll have that submitted on speedrun.com just for fun. I really only gave it one attempt, but the main purpose of this video, the Switch 2 has been officially announced, and with the reveal trailer, we saw some stuff with Mario Kart 9. Now, we don't know if that's actually its official name or how that's going to work, but either way, for sake of the video, we're just gonna call it Mario Kart 9, I guess. And now I just want to go over some things that I would like to see in that game. So, some of these are grouped together. I'm gonna start with a timer for races in game. They used to have these in some of our old Mario Kart games. Like, I remember very vividly growing up and playing Double Dash, there was a timer in that top right corner. I remember that. So I'm not entirely sure why they got rid of it or anything, but that is how it is, unfortunately. But they really should bring that back. It will just make it a lot easier for people who are trying to do speed runs to keep track of their time in the corner like that. I think that would be such a neat thing to add back into the game, and I'm not really sure why they took it out in the first place. And kind of along with that is the speedometer. Bringing it back to Double Dash, man, there was a speedometer in the corner, and it was pretty cool. It would show you how fast you were going at all times. I loved flying through that DK cannon, and I could see the colors spinning on the speedometer as it maxed out. That was awesome. That was so much fun, and it will really add another element to this game if you're trying to do certain techniques. You're like, okay, you have to get up to this speed in order to take certain shortcuts or things like that. I really think that could be helpful. Moving on to the next thing I want to see. We know that 24 players is coming to the next Mario Kart game. We saw it in the trailer, and we know it's here, but I would kind of prefer that to be a game mode. I'm not going to be heartbroken or anything if they add it in and that's just how the base game is. There's 24 players per race. That could be its own separate video. I could talk more on that when we get closer, if that's ever confirmed or anything. But for right now, all we know is that it's going to be in the game, whether or not it's the main thing or what this point really is, or wish is, game modes. I think that would be a sick game mode to have in the game. Just doubling the amount of people on a track. That's awesome, man. It'll make. I'm sure you guys have seen the memes by now with Baby Park being absolute mayhem with 24 players and 200cc. Oh my god, could you imagine? But not only for that to be a game mode, but bring in other game modes. There's been some people theory crafting out there that there could be an open world aspect to it. That would be sick. Some single player challenges and things like that, kind of like how they had on Mario Kart DS. That would also be a very welcome addition back into the game. I mean, I never played the DS version, but from what I've seen in videos, it wasn't super complex or anything. So I think just maybe adding a little bit more complexity to those single player challenges or missions would be a really cool thing to add. And then another game mode, if 24 player is a is a game mode, but something they could add back into the game is Double Dash, man. I know man, I am gonna seem like the biggest Double Dash glazer of all time, but bring back Double Dash as a game mode. Could you imagine the amount of co-op mayhem that would be? That would be so much fun. So I really think they should add that back into the game. Another thing I would kind of piggybacking off of that is for online races, or even just, you know, like where they have like Grand Prix versus mode, everything like that menu, add like a versus time trial mode. I think that could be so sick. I'm basically ripping this idea straight off of Basic, but it was such a cool idea, I have to bring it up. Basically, you know, you're just racing on the tracks. Everyone's got the exact same track. You know, you've got your 3 mushrooms. That's it. Coins don't respawn, and you have 3 attempts to get your best time on a time trial, and like that's it. You know, that could be a very, very cool game mode. At least I think. I think that would be a lot of fun, be very unique to the Mario Kart scene, which is what I think this game is going to be. I think this game is going to be very unique and very different from what we're used to. At least based off of our 20 seconds that we got in the trailer. But sort of piggybacking off of the time trials, another thing I want to see in the next game, better time trial leaderboards, man. As of right now, it's just the top 10, and then you can see like some people around you and like your friend's ghost and stuff like that. Man, I want to know exactly where I am in the world. Like that can just create small goals for you. It would be so sick to have that. You know, like, oh wow, I'm 530th on this track. I want to try and get to, you know, top 400, something like that. That would be just astronomical. It would really change how a lot of people view time trialing, because I feel like it's kind of a lost art in this new modern age of Mario Kart, which obviously I think, when I speak for everyone, a lot of people prefer, including myself, prefer online races, things like that. But time trialing really is a whole other aspect of the game that doesn't get touched nearly as much as online. And I think by adding those leaderboards and adding that competitive aspect back into it, we could really see a lot of new people getting more into time trialing. Like, all right, I want to try and get here on the leaderboard. That would be awesome. And then along with that too is just better ghost downloading, because right now you have to be friends with the person in order to download their ghost, or they have to be top 10 on the world leaderboards. And it's like, what is that doing for me? It's fun to like watch their ghosts fly super far ahead and everything, but for a vast majority of players, that's all they're gonna do is just watch the ghost. You can't like pick up someone's ghost, like a content creator that you see. They could have their ghost on there and be like, hey, race my ghost. But if you want to do that now in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, you have to be friends with them, and these content creators just can't do that, or like you know, other people just can't really do that. So I think that would be very cool. You know, you've got like the world leaderboards, or you can even maybe like narrow it down to region and stuff like that. You got your region leaderboards. It's like, all right, I want to try and go up against this guy's ghost. Yeah, I don't know him or anything, but his time is better than mine. I want to try and go up against him and beat him. I think that would be pretty sick. And the last thing we got is dedicated servers to reduce lag. Man, this is one of the things that I kind of fear with the 24 player. Nintendo servers right now, they are not great. I mean, it is the best that they can do for what they got with this game. But if I'm playing, I'm obviously here in America, and if I'm playing with people in Japan, they can just be all over the screen sometimes, and it makes it very difficult to play this game super competitively or seriously. So I think just by having their dedicated servers there to try and at least reduce the lag a little bit, so you're not getting constantly lag trailed, would be a huge improvement. And that is one of the things I fear, is if they have 24 players per track, the lag could just get only worse. But anyways, that's it for this short little episode here, guys. I might just start doing this like once a week or something, where I just kind of sit down, have a quick speed run in the background, and just yap for for a little bit. About Mario Kart stuff, non-Mario Kart stuff. We'll see. I don't know, but I at least wanted to do this video, get my wish list for the next Mario Kart game out there, and hopefully we can see some of these things implemented. Let me know if you guys have anything you want to see implemented in the next game down below. Anyways, that's it for me. See ya.